it's Devin Michelle, and I'm here to talk to you about a topic I didn't think that I would be introducing. When I originally started this channel, I wanted to focus on the single parent, but then I realized I'm a single parent, I have a career, so there may be some people that want to find out a little bit more about some stuff that I know. So a common question that I frequently get is, how do I get into human resources? People ask me this because I've been in the human resource for about 20 plus years. I know I don't look like it. I'm fabulous. That melanin, baby. But I've been in HR for about 20 years and I have my master's degree. So people come up to me often, how do I get in human resources? Comes to usually from two different type of people. Person A is the person that has gone to school to get their degree and they're like, I can't get my foot in the door. Person two is the person that once upon a time was in HR and then they got out of HR for whatever reason, found another opportunity, and then they want to come back to the world of HR and they can't find their way in. So here are my 5 tips on how to get into either back into HR or into HR. Tip 1, network, network, network. I know you hear the old saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And unfortunately, I found it very much to be true on both sides of the fence. And that's an employee and an employer side. The more people that know that you're in the world, are interested in the world of HR, guess what? More likely is you will know about the opportunities that come up in HR. Sometimes people give you a heads up, hey, we have a position coming available soon. But how do they know that if they don't know that you're interested? So make sure you network with people in the HR profession. Tip 2, work on your development. Now this one people might get a little bit antsy about. Yes, I am pro-education. I'm about people getting an education. However, I don't always agree that education, going to get a degree, should be your first step. I got my master's degree. I think it's helpful. However, it got me in the door of HR, but I don't think my master's degree really prepared me to the day-to-day operations of HR, and really I don't know if anything can, except experience. So don't necessarily feel like running to get your degree is the thing to do. Just find development opportunities, find ways that you can get experience in things, whether it's certifications online or just online training, finding out more information. There's tons of plethora of information out there. So that's tip 2, development. Tip 3, beef up your resume. This is a topic that people don't use enough in my opinion. There are some times that just because you don't have the title of HR doesn't mean you don't do functions associated with HR. So like for example, if you're a store manager, you do recruiting, you do hiring, you do interviews. Add this valuable experience to your resume. Tip 4, volunteer. This is another one I think people miss out on. I was a regional HR manager. I worked in several industries, whether it was retail, restaurant industry, higher education, various fields, right? And one of the things that I think people take for granted is volunteering. You may not get extra pay for it, hence the reason I say volunteering. So for example, let's say you're a restaurant manager or store manager of a retail store. There's a new store opening. Guess what? They're gonna have to hire tons of people, like a whole new staff. Why not volunteer your time to say, hey, I'm looking to get back into HR. Do you mind if I help on this project? I can help interview people, process paperwork, get new hire documents in. That goes a long way. It does 2 things. 1, it puts you on the HR radar saying, hey, they're actually looking at a new career in HR. 2, it gives you an opportunity to beef up your skill set. So don't miss out on the opportunity to volunteer. Now the 5th one, kind of unique, but I need you to kind of get out of your comfort zone potentially and look to possibly relocate. I lived in Tampa for about 7 years and the opportunities for HR was all over the place because it's a huge city compared to where I am now. When I came back to Kentucky, not only did the salary kind of decrease, but the opportunity decreased because it's not as big of a city as Tampa is. So make sure you spread your wings and considering relocating if it's something that you truly want to do. There are tons of opportunities out there. Just check them out. Those are my 5 tips on how to get your career started or restarted in HR.